One of the victims from the Danziger Bridge shooting took the stand today. Susan Bartholomew is the first witness to testify in the federal civil rights trial of 5 current and former NOPD officers. And Meg Gatto is live at federal court with the story.
Well, Nancy and John, Susan Bartholomew actually just wrapped up her testimony a few minutes ago, but she spent about an hour and a half today recounting the day that she had her arm blown off by the NOPD as she and her family made their way across the Danziger Bridge. Bartholomew told the jury she thought she was going to die that day, and she was so scared that she initially told investigators it was the National Guard who shot at her family because she was so terrified of those NOPD officers. Bartholomew's testimony capped off an eventful first day in the federal civil rights trial.
2 down, 5 to go.
Hours before opening statements began, protesters were out in full force in front of federal court. Inside the courtroom, prosecutor Bonnie Bernstein told the jury, quote, "Shoot first and ask questions later. That's how this whole case got started." Bernstein says the officers on trial knew that they were wrong when they, quote, "opened fire with assault rifles and a shotgun, mowing down an unarmed family." The prosecution says the officers conspired to come up with a story that sounded plausible, an explanation for how 2 unarmed citizens ended up dead. But defense attorneys argue the men were responding to a call of "officer down" and arrived on the scene looking for the suspects and looking to help their fellow officers. Tim Mesh, the attorney for Officer Anthony Villavaso, told the jury, quote, "To this day, he thought he saw shooting, and he thought he saw them shooting back at him." Officer Robert Gisevius' attorney, Eric Hessler, said Gisevius was riding in the back of a budget rental truck when he arrived on the scene. He hopped out of the truck and saw people shooting, so he began to fire back. Paul Fleming, the attorney for former Officer Robert Falcon, told the jury, quote, "Before the officers arrived, there were 4 groups of people shooting in that area." Fleming said the officers had a right to fear for their lives and reacted the best way they could.
And again, court has wrapped up here for the day. The jury will be back here tomorrow morning at 8:30 to hear from the next witness. John and Nancy?
Meg Gatto live at federal court. Thank you.